Hi there, welcome to T22 Golf, and really excited today to be given these brand new Mizuno T22 wedges to try. They come in 3 different finishes, they look absolutely exceptional, and I'm really excited to be able to clip a few away with these this morning and give them a bit of a test. Let's hit a few shots and see how these things feel. These things feel really good off the club face, but predictably, as with all Mizunos, you would expect them to feel fantastic. There is a little bit of new technology in these though as well. The new T22 has a copper insert underneath the nickel, which is supposed to give you a little bit more feel off the club face, and it certainly feels very good. Also, there's 4 new finishes. So we've got the satin chrome, which is very traditional. We've got the raw finish, which again most manufacturers produce nowadays, but then we've got a little denim copper, Mizuno call it, and this is my personal favourite, and it's an absolute beauty. It looks fantastic. All 3 of these are made out of the traditional grain flare forged boron. Now that is supposed to give the grooves and the club a little bit longer lifespan, make those grooves stay sharper, last a little bit longer and perform better for longer. Also, we've got the new micro grooves in there, which is supposed to repel water a little bit and make these golf clubs perform a little bit better in all conditions. And most companies are going for that nowadays, to give you consistent performance regardless of the weather conditions. What I particularly love about the wedges this time round is they've given 4 new bounce options and sole options, which will suit every golfer out there. There's something for the steep angle of attack, the firmer turf conditions, softer ground conditions, high to low handicap players. There will be a wedge in this new Mizuno range to suit everyone on every angle of attack, regardless of the type of player. Also, what I really like with what Mizuno have done this time round is they've made the head a little bit smaller. It's still the teardrop shape that the T-series wedges are associated with, but it looks a little bit slimmer on top, and the head's just a tiny bit more compact, and I really like that. So there's no better place to test these wedges than on T22's fantastic short game facility here, and we're in one of the many practice bunkers, and I'm just going to try and hit a few 30-40 yard bunker shots and test these wedges to the full. Now we've got the 56 degree loft 10 degree bounce in a D grind. Now D grind is supposed to be the most common, most suitable to all players. There's more heel and toe relief to make this a little bit more forgiving, allowing for a little bit more manipulation of the club face. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing what this thing can do. So I'll just try and clip a couple away. Yeah, absolutely superb. I mean, that really gripped on the green there as well, absolutely bags of spin. The club seemed to really through the sand nicely. This is an excellent wedge for playing bunker shots, no question. So I've had a few shots around the 9th green on the par 3 course, and I've had a lot of shots out that bunker there on our short game practice area, and these feel fantastic and they get a lot of grip on them. I'm surprised by the amount of spin I was generating, especially out the bunker there for such a short shot. But we're also going to have a few full shots. As with all our club reviews, we like to test these things thoroughly and make sure we find out all the benefits and, if anything, any negatives that there are to be associated with these golf clubs. So let's have a few more shots. I've picked a 100-yard green out on the range there. It's perfect for me with this 56 degree wedge. Let's have a few shots and see how this thing performs with a fuller golf swing. So the first thing to note with this T22 wedge is they do feel very soft off the club face. Now, I am using the range balls off the driving range, so it's going to feel a little bit firmer than normal, but even then, they still feel fantastic, and it feels like a premium ball off the club face. Certainly a lot better than a lot of the other wedges I've tried so far this season in terms of feel, but as I said earlier, you would expect that from a Mizuno. Feels certainly as well as though you can play a range of different shots with this. So that's my standard high one, and it's flown absolutely beautifully. Landed right next to that flag. And then we can try and play a little low one in there, just pop it back in the stance and really try and sort of punch one in there. And the ball flight's about 10 or 15 feet lower. Very low, very spinny, very checky. I feel as though this can easily open up as well, so the extra bounce on the golf club, that 10-degree bounce, isn't going to hinder me. I can really open this face up and play it in a lot of different ways. Really like the wedge, really like all three finishes on these golf clubs. The chrome's even growing on me, but the shape of this new T22 wedge is definitely different from the old T20, and I prefer it, much more slimline, much better looking. Mainly though, as mentioned, the feel and the control you get off these wedges is absolutely first class. There are many good wedges on the market this season, but certainly the Mizuno T22 is right up there with the best of them. The feel and spin control on these are absolutely amazing. I love the shape and the finishes as mentioned, and I think really if you're looking for a set of brand new wedges, something that's going to perform fantastically well and look great, you're not going to be looking far past these. It's certainly something you need to put on your must try list. So come and get a fitting booked in and try some of these new wedges and see what you think. Hope you've enjoyed this video and you've enjoyed many of the club reviews that we do. Don't forget to like and subscribe because you'll get access to loads more great content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.